Hey guys, this looks like a fun one. This is another Catriona ag puzzle. It says the equilateral triangle in the corner of this square is tangent to the circle where they touch. What's the diameter of the circle? So this is 15, but how would you figure out what that is? If you want to try it on your own, pause it right now because I'm going to solve it in 3, 2, 1. So definitely one of the most important details is the fact this triangle is tangent to this circle. Let's draw the radius of the circle to that point of tangency. And then let's highlight this side of the triangle that's the tangent line. Since tangent lines are always at right angles to the radius, this is going to be a right angle, or 90 degrees. And then let's highlight this side of the triangle. Since this is an equilateral triangle, this will be a 60-degree angle. And now let's unhighlight this side, and this 90-degree angle plus the 60-degree angle will make this whole thing a 150-degree angle. And let's smush that in here. Next, let's draw the diagonal of the square. And this diagonal will go through the center of the circle. And that's related to the fact that the circle is tangent on both of these points. These two radii end up forming two right triangles, and you can prove it would have to go through the center of the circle. And here's the fun part. If we look at this angle from the square side to the diagonal, that's going to be 45 degrees. And if we look at this angle from the triangle side to the other side of the triangle, that's going to be 60 degrees because it's an equilateral triangle. And now focusing on this triangle, we can find this angle down here. It'll be the whole 60 degrees minus 45 degrees. It's 15 degrees. And that 15 degrees is really small. I hope you can see it. And now let's find this other side of the triangle. In any triangle, the sum of the interior angles is 180 degrees. So if we do 180 minus 150 minus 15, we end up with another 15-degree angle in this corner. And now since the two base angles are congruent, they're the same size, that means we know it's an isosceles triangle. And the two sides opposite of those base angles will also be congruent. This one side is a radius of the circle, and this other side is a side length of the equilateral triangle. Each side of the equilateral triangle is equal to 15, so this side is equal to 15. And since these are congruent, this side is also 15. And since this is a radius, this radius will also be 15, and so will this radius. And now we know the answer to the question mark. The diameter of this circle is 15 plus 15, or 30. Let's give it a label of units and put a box around it. So finding this diameter was very doable. How exciting. And here's the one I'm thinking about working on next. The purple lines create two kites inside this regular hexagon. What is the missing area? And we're given the area of this kite is 1, and the area of this kite is 9. This looks like a fun one. How exciting.